Well, it seems like the C5 Z06 prices are gaining some traction and are headed in the wrong direction if you're looking to buy. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a few days ago, I did my market analysis. I say analysis loosely, but on the C8, what they're doing. Today, I'm going to touch on the C5 Z06 once again. I did these videos about 6 months ago, and it's just kind of fun to follow up on, you know what I mean? My last prediction was that the C5 Z06 had reached rock bottom. I really think the C5 Z06 is the lowest you're ever going to see them, probably about a year ago. They really bottomed out, geez, in 2015 and 2019 or so. You could get a Z06 C5 really cheap, sub 15 all day long. I feel like I bought mine right before COVID really got going, early 2020. I paid 15 for my C5 Z06 2001 with 80,000 miles on it, so it was a pretty good deal. Now, you got to factor in inflation, of course, but I don't think we're going to see good examples C5 Z06s ever again under 15. Those days are gone. I'm pretty sure that. Outside of a salvage or 400,000 miles on it, you're not going to see that. Now, this isn't a rare car, the C5 Z06, but it wasn't a very mass-produced car. They made 250,000 C5s, all platforms, convertible, coupe, FRC, which is different than the Z06 and the Z06s. The Z06s, they made roughly 28,000. If I had to guess through attrition, probably 15,000 left in the wild. So I wouldn't say it's a rare car, but not a car you see every day. I don't see them very often. I think in the wild outside of mine, I've seen 2 in the last year around here in Virginia. But with that being said, there is a finite number. They don't make them anymore. We probably lose a handful every 6 months or so. So the prices will continue to go up, especially with YouTube and people realizing what a good platform it is, how light it is, how reliable it is, how much power you get stock, even a 20-plus-year-old car, and just how well it drives. It's just a good little platform. Yeah, I'm kind of losing my voice. Well, in any case, C5 Z06, great little car. Today we're going to see what the prices are doing. The last time I did this, we found some in the 17s. We found quite a few sub $20,000, but looking very briefly at work today, the deals are getting harder to find. And like last time, we'll look at Auto Trader and Car Gurus. Go ahead and turn you around and we'll start searching. All right, here we are. Auto Trader. Make sure this guy's set to nationwide, of course. 2001 to 2004. And like I stated before, people kind of like poo-poo on the 2001 because it's rated 20 horsepower or less, but that's very easy to rectify and get that power back with just some headers and a tune. And another thing, 2001s were, I say notorious, but they had blow-by issues on the stock rings. If you find a 2001 today in good working order, chances are it has been rectified. So don't let a 2001 scare you. Silliness. And it's still an LS6. All right, now interesting. So we have 158 examples nationwide. I want to say that's up a little bit from last time. So I wonder if people are realizing that prices are going up and trying to offload their C5 Z06s. So let's find a good example, non-salvage, non-wrecked car. And again, the first few are always sponsored, just like right there, you see that. Okay, so here's our first example. That looks decent. 2001, 85,000 miles for $17,900 or $18,000. Typically not a fan of larger wings on the C5 Z06, but this one's not bad. It's actually kind of interesting. I honestly don't mind it. Not a fan of the chrome wheels or this little guy right there, but you know, do you? A good stance though. Looks like it's got the Corsa exhaust, I believe. That's the thing. We know it's a Corvette. You don't gotta do that. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know if the headlights are stuck up or they just wanted to showcase it with the headlamps up. Aftermarket situation. It's a fine car. Let's see if there's anything wrong with it as far as salvage or anything. No accidents or damage. So not a terrible car. A couple cosmetic little things that are easy to remedy, but not a bad little car for $18,000. And remember, 2001 does not come with a HUD, but it's easy to retrofit. Try to find one under 80,000 miles. So see what I mean? How quickly jumps from, you know, a good deal to 18, but it's a lot of miles, 20,000. That's a lot of miles. I say a lot of miles loosely. These cars are good for 300,000 miles without any major engine work. This is a nice car. It's my favorite color. Outside the yellow, I love the electron blue. Pretty. These are not stock wheels. Yeah, I don't know why you would get rid of the stock wheels to put these aftermarket. It looks like reps on there. I don't know. That's a Borla exhaust, Euro tail lights, and the Euro side markers. I don't know why you would do that, but that's okay. 20,000, 100,000 miles, no damage or accidents reported. Not a bad little car. Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on this one. 2002 did have the valve spring issues, but those are easy to rectify. Yeah, not a bad little example. I would look at this one in person. Here's a good deal. 2001, 66,000 miles for 21 or 29, 20,900. No accidents or damage reported. It's got a lot of cosmetic work, but most of it can be undone pretty easily. Now this has rates as low as 3.9. There's no way that's right. Even with like 850 credit right now, if you're financing over 15,000, your interest rate is going to be about 12. Unless they have really crazy in-house financing. I don't know. That's weird. Let's see. I love the C5 Z06 wheels. I don't like them on the C5 platform. They fit the aesthetic of the C6 better, in my opinion, because it's a sharper car, more chiseled, and these are very sharp wheels. It just doesn't fit the aesthetic of the C5, in my personal opinion. That with the Grand Sport hash marks, I don't know what you're trying to do. Lights are a little much for me. I think that's either a Borla or a type of Billy Boat exhaust. But I give them credit. The tips are nice and lined up. I always look for that in the C5 because they're always bleh. It does look clean though. It was pretty well taken care of. All right, so it's got a backup camera, but it's stock head unit. Is it separate location? Is it from a different car? Is it a mirror? It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. All the Z06s say with memory package. I believe all the Z06s C5 generation had memory package. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here's a good example. This is pretty much my car that I bought 4 years ago. Identical miles, identical year, just $6,000 more. This is pretty. It looks like it has the factory Alcoas too. This car looks very stock. It's even got the little spears on it. Yeah, it looks completely stock. Even the shifter's stock, outside of the shift knob. Yeah, this car is very unmolested. Does not have mod red, but a lot of people hate the mod red with the yellow. I get a lot of comments like, "Why would you do that to your interior?" Like I did it. It's just the way it came. But yeah, this is a fine example. But it just shows you in 4 years where the market is, because this is the identical car I bought 4 years ago for $6,000 less. So these little guys are definitely on the move, price-wise. Ooh, here's a good buy if you like a silver. I'm not a huge silver fan, but I can appreciate it. Why do people get rid of their Alcoas for these reps, these chrome reps? I can't stand it. If you like chrome, that's fine. I'm not a fan of chrome, but I do like them on the C6 Z06 wheels. I know it's silly. This is a pretty clean car. Pretty stock. I think these boots are aftermarket, but it's the only thing I see that's been changed, and the wheels. Probably the exhaust too. You'll notice in the 2001, it doesn't have the 405 horsepower badge like the 02 to 04 does, but if you put it on there, I won't say anything. Yeah, I remember doing this just 6 months ago. You can find a lot more cars in the teens as far as C5 Z06s go. This jumps to the 20s really quick. Man, even with a lot of miles on these things. I say a lot, but over 100,000 miles, these things are fetching 20s now. That's a little much. Low miles, though. All right, let's check out Car Gurus. I just like them better. All right, I think it's the identical results. Sometimes you'll see a little bit of difference between the two platforms, but I think this is down to the single digit identical. All right, and again, that first few are always sponsored. That's a good deal right there for 25. 42,000 miles. And we already saw that guy. We saw that guy. Yeah, I remember last time doing this, just 6 months ago, there was probably at least 15 or 20 C5 Z06s in the teens. Well, there's 2. That's a good example right here. Kind of a weird showroom. It's like someone's basement. It's an 02. It's got the speed lines. You don't have the Alcoas. So the Alcoas are actually the nicer wheel, in my opinion. I think they're a little lighter and they're a little darker. Why they changed to speed lines in 2002, I used to know. I can't remember why. It was something trivial. I think it was a cost issue. No, it's a pretty car. So this is telling me their market value that the 2002 Z06 should be going for $27,000 for this kind of mileage. That's crazy. I'm not sure what their source is. I think it's Kelly Blue Book on Car Gurus. Don't quote me on that. Clean title, no accidents, only 3 owners. That's pretty good for a 22-year-old car. Pretty clean. That's clean. Yeah, this is a very loved car. I think the only thing done to it is the exhaust. This is a good buy for 21.5. Yeah, this is a good little car. I recommend this. 80,000. I'm trying to find another low mileage example. I say low for a C5 Z06 under 60. This is a lot going on. I hope that's a wrap. But if you like flames, it's cool. I like to showcase these cars with the lights up. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But this is a good example. 04 for 25. It seems cheap. There's gotta be something wrong with it. Probably an accident. Yeah, 2 accidents reported. That'll do it. But if you have evidence of the accident and you can see what was wrong with it, it might be a good situation. Ooh, those headlights are a little much. On the side marker too. It looks, I don't know. I don't know if I like that or that. But again, those are very superficial things you could change really easily. But, you know, if you could see the damage, see what was done to it, see how it was replaced. If there is receipts, if it drives well, nothing goofy but the way it drives, might be a good situation. Remember the 2004 though has a fuel system that I wouldn't work on ever. Just to replace the filter, you got to drop the entire drive line, which is a pain. Yeah, this should be about a $21,000 car, but depending where they are, they might get it. All right, let's go the other way. Let's see some really expensive ones, very low mileage ones. I think both of these cars were on my last video. I was like, I think they wanted like 65 for this one. Or it was one of these two. And I was like, yeah, that's a high 30s car all day. Looks like they came down a little bit. Yeah, it's overpriced. Even like with 1,000 miles on it, I don't know why someone would buy just to do that. I don't know if I want a car with that low miles, because after a while, all the rubber, things just start to deteriorate, especially if it doesn't move. You get a lot of rodents and even insects can mess up wiring. Mechanical things need to move every so often. I was in the Navy. The old saying is ship in port stays in port. If you let a ship stay in port, it will stay broken. It's kind of the same thing with cars. If you never use it, it's just gonna go to shit. So I'm not saying don't. I just like a low mileage car around 20,000 miles or so. That's just me. This is a good example. 03, good year. Just under 40, pretty much brand new. Look completely stock. I can tell it's on stock suspension. It's got monster truck look. Seats look good. Wheels look good. No curb rash. Yeah, it's crazy. These 20-year-old Z06s with such low miles. You know, people drove them 200 miles a year. It's crazy. This is a very clean car, though. If you want a good example, this is a good one. This color's growing on me. This commemorative blue. It's not the Electron blue. It's a little different, but I do like it. And they have that little stripe down the middle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. And I think these chrome wheels were actually an option in 04, but they're not. I think they're polished. They're not chrome. This is a very clean car. This is a good deal for 35. Probably talk them down to like 32. Aftermarket rotors, no big deal. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. This is a good example. All right, just for fun, let's find the highest mileage C5 Z06. I'm gonna guess 130 on here. 158. 04. 125. Quite a bit. No pictures though. And an 03 with 109. It's weird. You get to like 120 of these cars, and that's it. They don't go any higher. But I've seen C5s go over 700,000 miles. You heard that right, 700,000 miles. Actually, the Corvette Museum has one from a guy from Florida that put close to 800,000 miles on his car. A red coupe, I believe automatic, with no real major maintenance ever done to it. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, I'm tired. I just want to check the market, do a little check-in. So I feel like last time the average low price was about 18, now it's about 22. Right after Christmas, I'll do this again, see what the market is. But it's pretty interesting how you can see it move quite a bit in just a few months. So, and the C8s are coming down finally. For those trying to scoop one up. So cool. This weekend I will be doing a custom engine cover on my C8. I will be painting it that crinkle red like you see on valve covers like Ferraris and stuff. So we'll see how it works out. I have no idea. Worst case, I fuck it up, I'm buying a new engine cover. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys in a few days for that. Till then, take care. Mark out.